The Bears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So SMU's offense has the ball first today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Guys, let's have a look at SMU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of...
He's loose. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in a rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
To the air, it's Jennings. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Right back to the well. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call. The impact players, their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Brown will throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage.
There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the...
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football he was going to put on.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wide open field. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Wide open spaces. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like, thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is a designed run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Brown will throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Missouri State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The give from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. That's the first himself.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. They kick it away on fourth down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the...
Touchdown, Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this?
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, then let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.